Hey 7Fs, Mr. Gamble asked me, what advice could I give young writers who are struggling with coming up with concepts? So to help you out, I thought that first I'd give you a little bit of a tidbit that comes from fantasy writing. If you're feeling like you're stuck, you don't really know where to start, and you're staring at the page wondering why did Mr. Gamble give me this assignment, I want you to write down Once Upon a Time. Start with once upon a time, there was a blank, you fill in the blank, who did something. Once upon a time, there was someone who did something. This at least will get you going with some writing juices. Start somewhere. So, if this assignment happens to be a murder mystery, maybe you would start with, once upon a time, on a dark and rainy night, there was a masked burglar who hid in the bushes. Okay, so you've got some thoughts going, you've finally figured out who your main character is, maybe that's going to give you an idea for a struggle. You start writing, and then you notice, oh, I still have Once Upon a Time written down. Once Upon a Time doesn't really fit a murder mystery, so you'll have to go back and erase your Once Upon a Time. When you start editing that, don't forget that when you're indenting the first paragraph, then you capitalize the beginning of your sentence, and maybe you're going to start editing by saying, maybe I want to say with his two eyes peering out, to give a little bit more of a description to your narrative. And as you keep editing, you then think, I'm going to keep this from behind a bush here. Two eyes looked out from behind a bush. And I'm going to make that be one short sentence for my best narrative hook. So then you say, okay, I know what a narrative hook is. I know that it's going to be what grabs my reader's attention at the start of the novel. And then you think, after that, I need to follow up with some extra description. So instead of just saying it was rainy, I'm going to get some more details. Finally, you come up with a last draft of, from behind the bushes, two eyes looked out into the darkness. The rain plopped down in little drops against the leaves as the masked burglar plotted his scheme. Notice how many drafts that took me. So, it's okay to start where you start. Start with something as simple as once upon a time, something happened. It gets your writing juices going, and you can go back and edit after that. Don't be afraid to have multiple drafts. It's okay to go back and work and rework. Take your feedback from Mr. Gamble and keep going from there. I look forward to hearing how this works out for you. Bye-bye.